Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, the 27th of September. These are the charts of the day. Well, an interesting day on Wall Street. A big gap up, a big run up. By midday, they started to roll over. They pulled back rather steadily and orderly. Nothing earth-shaking. Tried to bounce and then backed off. It was a solid plus day in terms of price, not so much technicals. So we have something to be concerned about going forward, I think. I'll look at some of the best looking stocks for the day. AGTC, again, list now is up about 8 days in a row, and I'm concerned because it's overbought and it broke out. Now, I said last night when I showed it to you, it might extend to about 8, 8 and a quarter. Looks like it's on its way to do that, but at some point, you're going to get some backing and filling and consolidating. Nevertheless, a very, very bullish high volume breakout. ALDX, one of our swing trades, I thought had a very good day today after the pop and pullback. It had an inside day. A positive one up $1 or 7.5%, 4.5 million traded. It may work its way higher. I'm still looking for high teens, low 20s. Amarin, well, same thing here. Stock popped up, pulled back, and really didn't hold back. Today's high, 1470. The prior high, 1464. Backed off about a point, but was still up a solid couple percent, 3%. And look, when you see the technicals look like that, you have to be consider that this thing may trend forward. I'm looking for now 17.5, 20, something like that. ARAY with a pop and breakout of an inverse head and shoulder type base and through the declining tops line and above 3 moving averages. Important that it got up to resistance from the June high, which got up to 478. Today's high 478. If we get to that, we'll maybe looking at 5.25, 5.75, 6, 6.25, something like that. AUPH, also a pop and breakout across the declining top line and through a couple layers of lateral resistance. A decent close. You can see where resistance might be about 660. Today was 651 on the close. If we can get up to here, I'm looking at 7.5 and 8. AWSM looks pretty awesome to me. Big run up. I said it was overbought. It pulled back a nice falling wedge and popped out today. Today's $1.84, 17.5% pop and nearly a million. Maybe the beginning of another move up. Resistance and or target 1690 and then low 20s, about 22, 2.5. CRC, well, steady old CRC with a nice pop today after it pulled back for a couple days. Once this gets to 48.85, you're on your way to the low to mid 50s, if not high 50s. I like the look of it. I think the angle of ascent, something like that. So let's see if we can extend this in the next couple days to at least get it to 53.4. CSBR looking very positive, very powerful pattern. After this consolidation broke out there with a big volume day, it's just trending. Now it spiked up, pulled back, and then reversed and went right back up again. So at this point, I'm looking for 19 and 24. EYPT exploding as well. It came out of a big coiling base pattern and it just ramped up for 2 weeks. It's up almost every day for the last 7, 8 sessions. It's overbought. It's at near resistance in the 4, 4.25 range. But on a longer term basis, I'm thinking the stock has some potential to make a move into the 5.75, 6 range, up there. Let's get a better entry up. GWPH, one of the largest pharmaceutical cannabis stocks in the world, you can see at all-time highs. Broke out today and popped all the way up to 179.65 before backing off 5 points, but still up 11.38 or 7%. Volume was solid at 2.3 million. I'm looking for more. I think we can get to 185. HTGM looking very good. As I indicated to you a month ago, when this stock broke to the falling wedge and then pulled back and tested for the falling wedge and broke out, that was the buy right there at 3.5. Here it is at 545 at the high with a double top around 560, 65. You get through that level. I'm sorry, 575, 85. We get through that level there. You're on your way to 7.75. Overall, nice chart. Intelsat, again, up another $1.80 or 6.5%. This stock won't quit. It's now ramped from 2.5 to 30, basically. A phenomenal move, and it doesn't look done. IGC Monster today. This was a huge, huge winner in the room. Good day trade. Let me show it to you. So, pre-market pop. Immediately had a falling wedge, broke out of the coil, ran up, pulled back in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave little mini flag. And then when this was the breakout volume late in the day, just before 4 o'clock, you can see how it ramped from about 4:15 all the way up to 5:25. After hours coiled and broke out and went up to 550 and then did another consolidation. Where this goes tomorrow, it's a tough call, but 550 is way up in here, so it may be overbought and may need to pull back. If momentum takes it higher, we could see 6 or 7 before it does that. The measured move from there to there, added on to there, is pretty close to where we are. NIHD may be coming out today, popped 48 cents or almost 9%. It looks like it's breaking out of this pattern. This was the breakaway gap, the platform through 3 moving averages. Watch this one going forward, because through 6 1/4, we should see 7 1/4. We might see 9 up in that zone at mid-channel. PHCB ramping as well. Got up to a resistance level at 580.82 and backed off, but 555 was a good close, up 40 cents or 8%. Volume was solid at 2.8 million, the second biggest in the last few months. This may yet see 6.5, 7. PRQR swing trade is forming a flag. I want to show it to you. It looks darn good. Volume is low. Technicals are holding up well. I think the stock's going to go again. First for a retest of 22 3/4 and then 27. BTGX with a big pop and breakaway gap today, ran up 15% on 940,000, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for that stock, one of the biggest volumes in the last couple months. Resistance to be concerned about 1190. We get through that, looking at 14 and 16. RARX, what a nice move. Breaking out of this wedge, it's just been ramping up, and it's extended and overbought. But with momentum like this, you never know how far they take it. Wouldn't shock me if it ran some more and got up in that 20-22 range, if not more. Square Monster got up to just under 100 today, 99.13. And my measurement now is about 106, 108, if not 115 in that area. Powerful move. Look at that chart. TDOC, very similar. Long-term beautiful move, currently in a rising channel. Top of that channel and the juxtaposition of the long-term trend line comes in around 95. And finally, Vanda, one of our swing trades, ramped up with a breakaway gap, had an inside day today. Watch this one going forward, because to 23.50, this may ramp towards 27. And that's it for the charts of the day. Have a good evening, everybody.